60,000 children under the age of 6 live in Erie County. Nearly a quarter, 1 out of every 4, lives in poverty. A staggering statistic. What's the consequence of a child living in poverty? Poverty is the single biggest predictor of school failure for young children. Socially and economically disadvantaged children enter kindergarten 1 to 2 years behind in the skills they need to succeed in school. We know through research what can turn that around. Reaching young children with high-quality child care and early learning experiences really works. The rewards of good child care are increased school success and ultimately higher earnings later in life. Additionally, quality early childhood changes the course for a young person's life and can lead to a decrease in crime and teenage pregnancies. Investing early makes so much sense. In fact, the financial return for every dollar spent on early childhood education is $7 to $17, an incredible return. One mom we spoke to told us about the importance of early learning. Too often, early learning is simply not part of a child's life. She said, "It should be mandatory for children to attend early childhood learning programs because some parents don't really know what they should be teaching their children at home. Our community must dedicate the necessary resources to ensure that every child, yes, every child, receives the quality early learning that will set them on a course for success. We know it works and we can do it." Next, our youth. 1/5 of youth under 18 in Erie County live in poverty. In the city of Buffalo, that statistic doubles, leaving 42% of young people under 18 living in poverty. Again, we see the human impact of poverty. Standardized testing in English language arts reveals that 43% of Erie County 8th graders and a staggering 80% of City of Buffalo 8th graders scored below grade level. Living in poverty for many of these youth has a substantial impact on their academic performance. Poor academic achievement affects graduation rates. High school graduation is directly linked to future success. A young person who does not graduate from school is twice as likely to be unemployed than their friend who does. A staggering statistic. Among the class of 9th graders from 2004, it is estimated that 1 in 3 of those students will not graduate with their friends this spring. Whether they dropped out along the way or failed to be promoted to the next grade level, these young people are at risk of never receiving their high school diploma. The sense of hopelessness that can accompany failing to graduate high school can be overwhelming. One young mom we talked with spoke of her hopelessness. She said, "I wish I listened to people at school and finished my education. It's too late now to go back to school and finish my GED and go on to college." You can hear the sense of hopelessness in her voice. This young woman has almost given up. We must show her and countless other young people that their futures can be brighter, that success is possible, and that there are people who believe in them. We have not given up on their futures, and we cannot give up on their futures. Next, families and adult households. Overall, the poverty rate for residents of Erie County is 13%. In Buffalo, the poverty rate is nearly 30%. Again, Poverty is at the root of numerous issues that erode the quality of life for families in our community. We know that children growing up in poor households have an increased risk of lower educational achievement. Low parental income and a parent who achieves a lower level of academic attainment is a risk factor for increased youth violence. It is estimated that 1 in 3 women will experience abuse at the hands of a spouse or domestic partner. Women and children who do escape family violence are more likely to end up in poverty. Too often, hardworking, low-income families simply can't get ahead, no matter how hard they work or how many low-wage jobs they take on at one time. One single mom who spoke to us, who's committed to providing for her children on her own, told us that even though she works, she still feels left out. She said, "I don't feel recognized as a person because I don't have a career. I don't feel supported to find a career. It's about finding a job." Folks, human dignity is at stake. When this mom does not feel recognized as a person because she cannot access the tools to build a career, we have a responsibility to lift her up so that she can see her worth and build a life and a future that she can be proud of. Of course, when she does, it will have a powerful impact on her children as well. Last, our seniors. 16% of Erie County's population is 65 years or older. By 2015, that figure is expected to rise to 20%. For many seniors, isolation is their life companion. Nearly half of all seniors live alone. Almost 30% of seniors over 75 have some disability that limits their ability to ever leave their home. 38% of householders age 65 and older have no access to a car. And over half of non-drivers age 65 and over stay home, alone and isolated. Isolated seniors have a difficult time maintaining their independence, and their independence is their single most important possession. Without proper nutrition or social support, their ability to effectively care for themselves and their homes is significantly compromised. Now that you've caught a glimpse of the picture through the statistics and the voices of those living those statistics, let's turn our attention to the challenge I put before you today, our ability to shape a different future. By accepting the challenge today, you can continue the work in this community that will absolutely change our ranking in the future.